The Tag Heuer Connected smartwatch has just been updated and refreshed for 2020, bringing a bit of classic Swiss style to the humble smartwatch. However, and it's a pretty effing big however, if you think the Apple Watch is expensive, get ready to absolutely and utterly destroy your undercrackers in shock, because the Tag Heuer Connected starts for 1,500 quid. Definitely on the pricey side, but I've been testing out this super premium smartwatch for just over a week now, and here's my full Tag Heuer Connected review. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers. Now, one of the biggest arguments for bagging the Tag Heuer Connected over other Wear OS rivals is clearly that premium styling. The swank factor is absolutely through the roof, once again bringing that classic Swiss design work to the wonderful world of smartwatches. You don't get a choice of sizes sadly, it's only available in this 45mm option, but despite the fact that it is quite chunky, I found personally that it wasn't too big for my spindly wee baby wrists. And yeah, it's certainly not light thanks to the premium materials involved, but I also found that the Tag Heuer Connected wasn't any weightier than your standard premium timepiece, and it doesn't feel cumbersome when it's strapped to your arm. Just because it's a pretty boy, that doesn't mean this watch is a bit of a wimp either. The Tag Heuer is tough enough to survive in all kinds of hostile environments. A sapphire coating helps to protect the screen and keep it scratch free, while a ceramic bezel and steel case can also absorb all kinds of punishment. Now you can also swap out the steel and go for full titanium instead if you want extra swank, but that will also cost you an extra 500 quid, bringing the asking price up to a tasty £2,000. Like most modern smartwatches, you get dedicated water resistance down to 5 atmospheres or about 50 meters, which means you don't have to bother taking it off when you go for a quick dip. My review model was bundled with a simple rubber strap, which is definitely very well suited to exercise. It's nice and light and comfortable on the skin and allows your skin to breathe and sweat and do all that lovely stuff that skin tends to do during exercise. But you can also grab the Tag Heuer Connected with a chunky steel band instead for a proper premium finish when you want to have a night out on the town, when we're all eventually allowed to have nights out on the town again. And you can quickly and easily swap the strap with a compatible Tag Heuer band if you want to change up the look, although yeah, you guessed it, those spare bands aren't too cheap. If you already had to sell off a kidney in order to afford the watch, you might have to start pulling some gold teeth in order to accessorize. Now the 1.39-inch OLED screen is just as crisp and colourful as you'd hope. That 454 by 454 pixel resolution means even tiny text is perfectly legible and images look sharp and pleasingly punchy. Even more importantly, it's easily bright enough to make everything nice and clear and legible even when you're outside on a sunshiny day doing a bit of jogging or whatever else with a dependable auto brightness. As for the actual software on board the Tag Heuer Connected, well, it's Google's Wear OS, which gets a lot of hate from some circles, and sure, it's not perfect, but it will basically do everything you need. You've got fast access to your notifications with options to respond or ignore without yanking out your phone, and you can speak directly with the assistant using the watch's microphone to get updates on your schedule or the weather or whatever else your lovely little heart desires. Although sadly there's no actual speaker built into that shiny chassis, so you won't be able to get direct voice feedback from the Google Assistant, nor will you be able to use the Tag Heuer Connected in order to take calls. There on the side you get a proper twisty dial which you can use as well as the touchscreen to navigate through the UI, which is definitely very satisfying indeed. And you also have 2 shortcut buttons to quick launch apps of your own choosing. And speaking of apps, the Connected app, which you can download for your iOS or Android device, can be used to customize your watch with a small but exclusive range of Tag Heuer faces. I quite like the classic Tag Heuer watch face, but you've got a variety of other options, including a good bit of analog as well as digital. And if you tap here, you can customize the watch face to get it just the way you like in it as well, tweaking the background color, of the hands, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it is a small collection, but definitely very smart indeed. And besides those exclusive options, you can of course always just dive into the Google Play Store to download a huge variety of fresh watch faces from there, as well as of course loads of fresh new apps for your watch as well, and a fair few come pre-installed on the Tag Heuer Connected, including of course the usual Google Fit shenanigans and a nice bit of Google Pay to make use of that NFC. For the fitness stuff, you do have built-in GPS to precisely track your motions when you're out pounding the pavement or whatever, as well as a heart rate sensor that can monitor your ticker 24 hours a day. One sensor that is omitted from the Tag Heuer Connected is an SpO2 sensor for measuring your blood oxygen levels. That's generally used to diagnose issues like sleep apnea, and you don't have sleep tracking here on the Tag Heuer Connected anyway, because let's face it, sleeping with it wouldn't be the most comfortable thing in the world anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The Tag Heuer Sports app can be used for tracking the core stuff: walking, running, cycling and general fitness. If you want a more diverse selection of workouts, then definitely check out the Google Fit app instead, which supports dozens and dozens of different activities, many of which I've never even heard of. I really like the design of that Tag Heuer Sports app, which is really easy to use and pretty damn attractive too. This serves up easy to understand stats as you're working out, while those physical buttons make it easy to pause for a quick breather or a chug of water. and your workout is immediately synced with your phone once you're done, so you can check your progress in the Connected app. There's no swim tracking built into the Tag Heuer Connected, however, despite that water-resistant design, so you'll definitely have to look elsewhere if doing lengths is your thing. On the other hand, if you're into golf, then you've got loads of reasons to splash out on the Tag Heuer Connected. There's a dedicated golfing app here which can access detailed maps of pretty much every single course on the planet, complete with tips on how to get that triple bogey, or whatever the hell the correct terminology is. As you might have guessed, I'm not really a golfing guy unless it's of the crazy variety, and with most golfing establishments closed for the foreseeable anyway, I haven't had a chance to test out the golfing features here on the Tag Heuer Connected, so apologies. As for everyday performance though, the Tag Heuer Connected has been consistently smooth thanks to that Qualcomm Snapdragon Wear 3100 chipset backed by a generous gig of RAM. You'll positively glide through those menus and apps load up in a heartbeat, which is great news for impatient gits like me. The battery life unfortunately isn't too hot though, it's definitely comparable to the likes of the Apple Watch and the Fossil Generation 5, so basically you'll be charging it up every single night, otherwise you'll be running out of juice halfway through the next day. That is of course with all of the features active, including that always on display. Thankfully you do have a super stripped down battery saver mode, which basically just turns the Tag Heuer Connected into a standard watch, so you'll still be able to tell the time even when you're pretty much out of juice. And if you do want a watch that you only have to charge up once a week or so, then definitely take a look at Huawei's Watch GT2 or the GT2e instead. I've done full reviews of those recently. And that right there is my full review of the Tag Heuer Connected smartwatch after having it slapped on my wrist for just over a week. As you can see, there's very little to dislike about it, but of course the battery life and the tracking abilities aren't quite as strong as several rivals. If you've got plenty of scratch to spare and you're a bit of a golfing fan and certainly a fan of Swiss design, then I'd say basically go for it. Yeah, it's a good bit of kit, but do remember that you can get fully featured smartwatches that still look pretty damn stylish for an absolute fraction of the cost. The Garmin stuff is great for fitness, and of course I'm a personal fan of the Fossil Generation 5 as well, which costs under 300 quid. Still rubbishy battery life unfortunately, but looks nice, and it's the same Wear OS experience. So what do you think? Are you tempted, or do you think that it's slightly overpriced? Well, definitely be great to hear your thoughts down below. Please do subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a lovely week, people. Cheers, love you.